about to let the beat drop. What? Where my party crashers. Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? When I tell y'all, Tasha K is on the case. Tasha K, she is on Shannon behind. And Shannon, it's all your fault, bro. Okay? Honey, it's more women that are speaking out. And these girls had relations with Shannon Sharpe and Miss Tasha K. She getting all that tea. She doing all those interviews, buddy. That's what you get for talking about black women. Did you know he was telling people, yeah, black women, you know, go get the hair off the horse. You know, calling black women nappy-headed. And black women need to go cut the hair off a horse behind. Okay? And talking about behind. Did y'all know? I think you better call Tyrone. Call him, honey. They said he don't like one finger, not two finger, but he like three fingers in that donut. Whoa. Damn, son. Damn. Three fingers. Ooh, honey, you know that donut hole is just as wide as the sea. Okay. And you know what he really want in there, right? Right. Okay. Honey, you can't fool me. I know about him when I see one. Hell, I know about him when I see one. Shit. I've been about him all my life. Okay. I'm joking. You know, I don't subscribe to none of that shit no more. You know what I mean? I've elevated. I don't use those terminologies. I've been reborn. Amen. Amen. All right. Can y'all hear me? Press one if y'all can hear me. You know I like y'all pressing that one. And when y'all get in here, make sure y'all like this video, okay? Because y'all know I need them likes. I'm coming back in this gossip algorithm, so I need all YouTube content creators. Get ready for me, because here I come. Okay? Yeah. Bet that. All right. We also got to talk about everybody else. Rihanna. Honey, I'm just thankful. Thank God he ain't cheat on you with a man. Honey, A$AP Rocky is cheating on Rihanna. And Rihanna, honey, you looking kind of desperate over there. Have y'all been to Rihanna Instagram? Homegirl got her behind out. I mean, you can see the flesh. You know what I'm saying? What is up with her and Beyonce? God damn it. I swear, y'all make me feel old. I promise y'all. Beyonce, you be having your cheeks out. You be doing all these commercials with your cheeks out. Rihanna, you got your cheeks out. When I'm going to have my cheeks out? Okay? Everybody on this OnlyFans page. What's her name? That's on the Real House girl, the basketball lady, Evelyn Zagata. She's so stuck up and bougie. She got an OnlyFans page with her stuck up butt. I said, damn, I'm missing out, son. I'm missing out. I want to be a hoe. I'm tired of not being a hoe no more. I haven't been in a hoe and I don't know how long. I've changed. You know, I got reborn and I'm not a hoe no more. But seeing all of y'all living y'all best life being a hoe, making all that money, I'm getting kind of jealous. I'm going to be for real. See, I don't want to be famous though, but damn. Y'all look like y'all having a good old time. I want to join, but let me not. Okay, let's not do that. Let me sip on that. Okay, so hell yeah. Rihanna boyfriend, because they didn't get married yet, is cheating on her. Let me take the glasses off. Okay, can we get the likes up? Hell, can we get the likes up? Can we get the goddamn lights up? Rihanna, boyfriend, baby daddy, A$AP Rocky is cheating on her. What is wrong with old boy? I guess he's getting bored. Mind you, Rihanna and Megan Thee Stallion, do you know they was good friends, girl? Come to find out, they said Megan Thee Stallion and A$AP Rocky was getting it on or was trying to get it on. I think they didn't got it on a few times, okay? And Megan Thee Stallion, I'm tired of her shaking her butt. Everybody shaking that ass. Honey, wait till y'all see mine. Bitch, you ain't seen no ass till you seen this one right here. I've been keeping it on lock, okay? I've been keeping it sacred, honey, okay? Honey, when I come through with these cheeks, baby. Honey, you thought I didn't change? Honey, you ain't seen nothing yet. I put all these hoes to shame. For real, okay? Honey, let me lose some weight because I'm big as fuck. I didn't got big. I've been in a bus. Girl, it's so stressful looking for clothes. I can't go to the regular department store no more. God damn. Trying to squeeze in that shit. Then your ass so damn big. It looks so pretty before you put it on. You put that shit on, it stretch, all the color is gone. Faded like a motherfucker. What the fuck is going on, man? Okay, shit, busting out the seams. Woo, girl, I tell you, so what? And then I be trying to get those very thin, waist things so I can get snatched on up. Sometimes that shit don't work because you snatch your middle up and then your shoulders and shit look wide like a motherfucker. What the fuck? Nah, let this shit flow on out so it can be proportionate, okay? It look weird as hell when you snatch that middle in and everything else so fucking wide. Oh, hell no. Hell no. And then I be trying to get it a real thin so it can be seamless. Honey, I don't know how many times I done tore a hole in them pantyhose with these damn nails, okay? Because, I got to put this big-ass thigh with them pantyhose and my nails is pulling on through, and it's a struggle. I got to wiggle and shit. Honey, it's something, right? But anyway, enough about me. So, Rihanna is getting cheated on. Remember, Megan Thee Stallion was messing around with A$AP Rocky allegedly because she's a hoe. That's why she always twerking her butt around here in these streets. Okay, and I want to twerk, but I'm trying to be classy. Okay, I'm tired of trying to be classy. Okay, I'm tired of trying to be what everybody want me to be so I can be nice and classy. You know what? I'm about to let loose in this motherfucker, okay? No, I don't want to get talked about like Megan Thee Stallion. She stay getting dragged, right? But she don't give a fuck. But anyway, they said that she was twerking in front of A$AP Rocky trying to turn him on. And, that's when Rihanna, unfollow her. She ain't effing with her no more. And they said Megan Thee Stallion, she got a history with trying to get with people, men. And Megan Thee Stallion, I'm not talking about you that bad, so please don't sue me, honey, because I know how you get down. Okay? Hey, body, okay? Yeah, okay. Whew, I don't want no smoke from that goddamn Rock Nation. I can't afford that shit, honey, okay? I'm humble. Megan, you just tell me to shut the fuck up and I'm gonna shut the hell up. Okay. None of y'all gonna have to worry about me. I'm not a problem for nobody. Okay. So yeah, we gotta talk about Rihanna and who else, honey? Mendeecees and Yandy. They say they're not even married. For real. Come to find out, Mendecee, he's a whole man whore out here. And I would think Yandy. Okay, I gotta stop saying that. I'll be thinking, okay, you're so beautiful. Why you allow a guy to do that to you? These pretty bitches that have low self-esteem, can we just be honest? A lot of these pretty bitches are low self-esteem. You pretty bitches, y'all ain't all that in a bag of chips, okay? And let me tell you why. Because your standards is low as hell, Okay? You ain't all that. You might got a pretty face and a pretty body, but I bet a man done dogged your butt out, ho. Okay? I bet I can talk about how ugly you is, even though you ain't ugly. But honey, I'll crack your face because you so fragile. Okay? You allow these men to do you any type of way, cheat on you, drag you up the mud, honey. And honey, you still, okay, shit. I don't even gotta come at you, pretty hoes. I get my brother, okay? Yeah, he set your ass up real good, ho. Okay, because y'all stay fiending for some money. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay. But what else? It's a lot of stuff we have to talk about. When I tell you it is coming out of yin yang, Karlie Redd, did y'all know she got arrested? What is her old ass doing getting arrested? Okay, she stay in and out of all these damn relationships. It's just horrible. Hold on. Do I see my girlfriend Magic in the building? Hold up. Wait. Hold on. Wait. I know this ain't Magic. Okay, hold on. Y'all, I gotta bring my girlfriend up here, Magic. I gotta see what's going on. I haven't talked to her in ages. Magic, is that you?
Yes, it is. Gigi. You know, it's me, my beautiful number one YouTuber in the world. Let me tell you, I cannot keep up with you.
Too. You've been on too, and you forgot about me.
I ain't forget about you. I can't keep up with you, Gigi, because every time I see you, you are transforming. And you got all the best hairstyles, the best makeup, the best clothing. You even had on some leather garment on your hair. I said, yo, I'm sorry. I can't keep up.
Girl,
I cannot keep up. I'm just keeping it real.
That ain't no
I can't.
No, I love you, though. That ain't no excuse. I haven't seen Magic in weeks, okay? If I ain't talking about Angie, she ain't around.
Oh, but another thing, too, I was doing my finals. And I graduate. My graduation is June the 12th. I graduate with my master's.
Well, congratulations. Good way to deflect. Okay, we're going to keep moving on. Good way to deflect.
Okay, so what you're talking about tonight, I feel so bad for Rihanna. Because she was there for him the whole time, you know, throughout his whole court. And he ran. When he did that little sprint run, I felt that was like, you know, orchestrated. It didn't seem genuine. It felt like fake, like he wanted to run to her to make it seem like, oh, I love you and thank you and so much. But
I gotta say something. I don't feel sorry for her. I'm gonna tell you why. But I'm gonna you up later on in the show. I just wanted to holler at you, boo. Love you. I don't feel sorry for Rihanna because I warned your butt he ain't no good. He had you down there in a trial, cleaning up his mess. He's not a good provider. He's arrogant. And look how he's humiliating you all in these streets. Okay? And you think because you make money and you can take care of him and you looking out for a lawyer, then he's going to honor that. They don't honor that shit. Hell, look at all these girls out here taking care of these men. They got housing for these men, buying them Jordans when they get out of jail, buying them outfits when they get out of jail. Then they come home putting paws on you, cheating on you, disrespecting you. Mind you, when they was in jail, they had a gay boyfriend or a transgender, and these transgenders and gay men in the jail, they said, oh, they treat them like a princess, honey. Oh, yeah. They said, oh, yeah, your husband treated me like a princess, honey. He ain't never cussed me out. He treated me like a princess. And then they leave and treat you like trash after all you do for them. Stop doing for them. And I told her ass that, but she want to do what she want to do. So we'll see. This ain't going to be the first or the last time he's out here cheating on her. Okay? With OnlyFans girls. Knowing that they're a goddamn prostitute. That's why I need to be an OnlyFans shit. Okay? Y'all getting all the damn action. And I feel like I need to hurry up and do it because I feel like Trump is about to cut that shit out. I feel like Trump is about to cut the OnlyFans page out. And you guys know, in different parts of the world, if you are OnlyFans, and you working at a teacher or something, they gonna fire you. Yeah. A lot of these OnlyFans girls, they're pushing them against the wall where they can't work a regular job. Yeah, honey. Yeah, it's about to get real ugly out here in these streets. So I need to hurry up and do my little thing. If y'all catch me on OnlyFans, you don't know me. I don't know you. Don't bring this shit to YouTube. And don't put me on no motherfucking Tasha K. Okay? Shh. Shut the fuck up. Okay. All right. That's how we doing it. Shit. So let me bring all this stuff up here because it is a lot. Start with Miss Tasha K. All right, so here it is. I'm going to read some of the stuff to you guys. Y'all know I'm a struggle reader, so bear with me. Winos, did you? Okay, so this is another woman of Shannon Sharpe. He likes snow bunnies. He loved to play in the snow. If he ain't playing with the snow, he playing with a black zesty man. Okay, allegedly. Okay, and I guess you know why? Because black gay men, they love it in a donut. And these clear bunnies, they don't mind going back in a donut. But the black sisters, y'all be having so much attitude going in the back donut. And I don't blame you, okay? Because if I was born like you was born, I wouldn't do it in a donut either, ho. You couldn't pay me, okay? Hell no. But that's what it is. All it is because y'all not want to participate with the donut activity. But I'm hearing a lot of my sisters trying to participate in that donut activity. It ain't going to cause you no good because he's still going to cheat on you. You know what I mean? But you do what you want to do. If you want to do the donut, do it because this is what you want. This is what you like. I got a girlfriend. She love it back there. I don't, it's not for me to judge. But she loves it back there in that goddamn donut. She love it. Honey, do we got any women that practice from the donut? You don't be shamed. I understand you ain't going to say you do it because you might be shamed for it. You know what I mean? You got a whole front and you doing it in the back door. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But people do see something wrong with it. I don't know, child. Press 2. Okay, if you're a real one, if you are born female and you practice the back door, the donut, and you're black, you know what I'm saying? I think black men want to see more of you guys come forward and say, hey, I want to do it in the butt. Hey, funky. And they want you guys to initiate it because they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid that you may see them as zesty. So they be wanting y'all to initiate it. I've been hearing a lot of black girls been eating groceries nowadays. You got Vivica Fox. You got that girl, Keita Rose. What's her name? Kitten Rose? Though that girl that be doing a talk show about relationships. They got into a whole big drama. And one of the girls named Keita said the dark-skinned girl, she loved eating men donuts. Okay? I said, whoa. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with it. But honey, if your breath smell like shit, put a mask on. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Don't offend me, okay? Have y'all ever ran up on a person that they mouth smell like shit? Eating ass, okay? These motherfuckers don't even wash up every day. They're not washing that ass. I can tell. The clothes be dirty. They ain't washing back there. Hell. But they go on eating as much as they can, honey, just like chitlins and stuff, each his own. But get back here. Girlfriend of 10 years. So this is his girlfriend of 10 years, Shannon Sharpe, spilling all the wine. It was alleged 3 fingers. I said, what in the butt? I said, what in the butt? You want to do it in my butt? In my butt? You want to do it in my butt? In my butt? What? In the butt? What? Okay. While he was doggy style for me, that big man got on his knees and bent it over. Okay. No wonder. I mean, it makes sense. The clothes that he wear, how tight they are. He's advertising. He's advertising for that special girl or that special man. You know what I mean? Allegedly. Shannon, don't get mad at me, honey. Hell. You got, but you know what, Shannon? If you want me to be quiet, just pay me. I would have took the 10 million, dog. You know I'm black. You know I'm black. I would have took that 10 million. I said, Shannon, dog, just give me 5, okay? Just give me 5 million, man. Call it even. I'll be like, F you, Tony Busby. Give my 5 million in the motherfucker, okay? I don't got time. Just give me my goddamn money, okay? See, I would have took Shannon. I would have took that. I would have. We could have split that 10 mil, and I would have gave you 5, and I would have gave the 5 to charity, and I would have kept that other 5 mil, honey. Yes, okay. But see, them white girls, they not playing because they got high standards, and they gonna do all what they can. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. She 19 years old. Hell yeah. Be set for life. I mean, you get this 10 million, Gabby, girl, be set for life. If you watching me, Gabby, girl, you did your big one, girl. You did your big one. And I got to say it like that because they don't give a damn about no victim. They don't care that you told him no and he kept going. They like, oh, well, she got what she deserved. She a hoe anyway. She knew what she was getting to. They have no sympathy for you, Gabby. And because of that, I say, go ahead, Gabby. Get him, Gabby. Get him, Gabby. Be set for life. Get this 10 million, Gabby. Get you a nice house. Put some of that million and invest in the stock market. Okay? Make yourself a multi-million-dollar girl. Okay? And be set. Because they're trying to paint it like, well, it's her fault. She's the loser. No, Shannon Sharpe is the loser because he had a lot to lose, and he's losing. He's losing his career. He's losing his reputation. He's losing all the other future projects. Okay? At his old age, 56, he should know better. You should know better. Okay? And I bet you these men still ain't gonna learn. They still gonna be chasing these white, clear women, 19, 20 years old. And I hope all these 19, 20 years old, I hope you clear a bank with their ass. Set their ass up. Set them up. Because they set your ass up. You 19 at the gym, minding your business. You wasn't thinking about no damn Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe was thinking about you. He manipulated you. He tried to come to you like you just a regular human, or he just a regular human. He just want to get to know you, and he want to give you all these experiences, and he want to, just give him a chance. She said she was persistent. Again, he had the spirit of Diddy. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Just kept on, kept on, kept on, kept on. So eventually she just gave in. Hell, you talking all this, you gonna do all that? And you know who else story that is? Can I tell y'all, you know who else got that same story? That's a dark-skinned man in Hollywood that got a lot of money. Can y'all tell me the name before I drop it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need y'all to drop that name before I drop it. Give me that name, that Hollywood black man name that got that same storyline. Y'all can't tell me. Y'all can't tell me. I'm looking. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Tyrese. Tyrese. Y'all forgot about Tyrese? Tyrese. Do you remember his ex-wife? She said she was not interested in Tyrese, but he kept on being persistent, calling you my black queen. I gotta have you. God said it's destiny for we to be together. We gotta be together. And she took him for all that man got. Had Tyrese on the internet crying, boo-hoo, and talking about she taking all my money. She using me. Nigga, please. Y'all all go through that. Okay? You don't want to spend your money back in your community, building your community, uplifting your community. You want to spend it on the snow bunnies and do all this nefarious things with them and think they just gonna take that shit. Take it. They not taking it. They may not argue with you. They may not have an aggressive, like y'all say black women have. They may not have all that mouth, but they got the damn smarts. They got the smarts. They're calculated, and they're gonna whoop it. So it is what it is, honey. Okay, and it's a lot more of them. And y'all should have seen Meek Mill. He's out here with 2 clear girls. And I don't got nothing against with clear girls, but honey, I'm starting to think, and I didn't want to believe it, but they told me, and I didn't want to believe it. They said, Gigi, I said, what, girl? They said, you don't realize this? I said, realize what? They said that a lot of these black men that get with these white women, they are down low zesty. They really got something to do with another man, and they can't get with the black woman because the black woman ain't gonna have that zesty shit. I said, what? I said, I don't know, girl. I don't know, girl. And I debated her too. I said, well, hell, if the black women ain't having that zesty shit, then why is majority black women dealing with down low men? Tell me that. Okay. And I guess because black women really cannot detect the shit, and these DL men, they have advanced. Okay. They have gotten an upgrade. The DL men back in the 90s ain't the DL men in the 2025. They are learning, they are calculated, and they have advanced, just like iPhones. All these goddamn updates. When you get an iPhone, girl, every goddamn minute, update. I'm tired of the updates. These DL men, they updating. Okay? You think you outsmarting them, they got you. Okay? They knowing all the moves. But they got you. So they was like, yeah. And I think Meek Mills, I heard him on that tape with Diddy. Okay. And then all those video footages with Meek Mills and the zesty compromised position with all those clear men and stuff like that. It ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying, I don't want y'all to be thinking, oh, I got something wrong with zesty men. I don't. Hell, I don't. We just gossiping and talking. I love everybody. Okay. I love everybody. All right, so, honey, I can talk, can't I? Make sure y'all like this video. That's all I know. Like this video. So it says here, 3 fingers in that donut hole while he was doggy styles. You got to be a wino to drink this. So it's going to be in her private stuff. So, you know, we're going to have to wait on that exclusive. But she does give us a little crumbs. Tasha K, thank you for the crumbs, girl. Okay, so she gives us a video. Audio. Listen to this. This is Michelle. This is Shannon Sharpe, ex-girlfriend. Okay, listen.
Oh, how you doing?
Oh, hanging in there.
You were thrown into a sex tape ordeal. I've spoken to sources that were close to Shannon Sharpe. I guess he was trying to dispel the gay rumors, and a lot of people feel that the Instagram live, it's not easy to go live on Instagram. Like, you got to go through some steps to go live on Instagram. That it was actually a ploy to dispel the gay rumors about him. Do you feel like that recording of him going live was real, or do you feel like he just used your name since he was with you for 10 plus years?
It's triggering. You got to remember, this was a very sensitive subject. The last time I saw him, he raped me.
What did you find attractive about him? Charming?
Oh, yeah.
What? Did she say the last time she saw him, he did what to her? Did y'all hear that? Press 5 if you heard her say, the last time I saw him, he did the essay to her. So he has a thing. He has a reputation of doing this to women, to doing this to white women. And I don't know if he's doing it to black men either. And, you know, they say, Diddy, he be on that type of time too. And they like to humiliate their partners. It's a humiliation ritual. And then I got to think, is these clear men at the top of the industry, did they do that to him? Is he learning it from the clear man? You know, he's a football player. He's been tackling and moving and shit like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Child, it's a lot to unpack in these streets. It is a lot. Did y'all hear? Y'all, okay, y'all heard that. And somebody said, why do I got the gloves? Honey, let me break this down. I got the gloves. This is part of my brand. Do y'all know anybody on this YouTube that got gloves? No. Okay. Before Beyonce started popping this fan, before y'all made the fan popular, doing all that, the hustle, I was the only one on here popping that fan. It was part of my brand, you know. Now I got the whole starter kit. We got the gloves on deck. We got the glasses on deck. and we got the fan, and we got the mic. Okay, get you a GG starter kit. Hello, okay. And honestly, I was inspired. I like looking at older movies back in history. And in the 1800s and the 1900s, a lot of women that were classy and up, rich, they always wore gloves. Okay. And I was like, I love that style about them. You know what I mean? It tells the status of a girl when she wears gloves versus the girls that did not wear any gloves. They were working hard girls. All right. So, that's what I got it, baby. All right. So that lady with the gloves, yeah, that's me. That's me. Okay. All right, let's keep on going on.
He was very charming. He was built like a Greek god. He was nice to me. He was both the hero and the perpetrator.
What was your sex life like?
He loved to have his booty played with. That part might not have been everyday sex, but other than that, everyday sex was just.
So like you put fingers and tongue in his butt?
Yeah. There were times where I wondered if maybe he was bi, but then I would tell myself, no, that doesn't mean he's gay just because he likes his booty being played with.
Do you think you kind of...
Man, shout out to the women out there in these streets. Look, shout out to the women. Honey, I'm transgender and I'm not dealing in no butt action. I'm just not doing it. I have standards, okay? I got boundaries. And there ain't nothing wrong. I'm not trying to shame nobody for doing that. If that's what you do, that's what you do. I'm not going to participate. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Ooh-wee. Shout out to the women out there and everybody that plays in that, Shout out. And I got to ask y'all, do you feel that Miss Harris said, what? Girl, that's what I say every day. What the fuck? Okay, honey, same reaction. All right, getting back to the story. Now, do you feel if a man like it played back there, do you feel that he is a straight man? Do straight men like, I don't know. We got to ask a straight man, right? But Shannon Sharpe, if I asked him, he would say he's straight because people have asked him before. They say, Shannon Sharpe, are you a heterosexual? He said he's all straight. He's all man, and he's not like that, and he was like that. He'll come out. So do we have to wrap our mind around that heterosexual men do like being played with in the donut? Because I'm not gonna label them. You know what I mean? So this is Shannon Sharpe, Shannon Sharpe says he's straight and he like, girls. And it's a lot of men. Well, I don't know if it's a lot. I mean, that's a lot saying it's a lot. Girl, what do y'all think about that? Press 1 if you see him, because it's about perspective. One person can see them as straight, but another person may not see them as straight. You know what I'm saying? So do you see a guy as a heterosexual from your perspective that he's straight if he like you to play with it in the donut and stick remotes in the donut? Press 1 if he's straight. Press 4, hell no. Okay? I'd be like, damn, I hope I don't get no shit on this goddamn remote, nigga. Girl, what if it starts stinking? What? And then the actual seeing that, seeing the hole and everything. Then you gotta, do you lick it like a stamp? Damn. Do you gotta watch what he eat? What if he has some tacos and you hear that stomach boiling and you about to go in for the kill? Then you like, hold the fuck up, dog. And then how do you hold it? Do you put your hand back and do it? Or do you hold the waist? Child, what are y'all into? What are y'all into? What are y'all into? Oh my God. So what are y'all saying? If it stinks to start? No. I mean, okay. So lady said she would do it if it smelled good. What do you want it to smell like? Strawberries? peaches and cream, St. Ives, okay? Then if it smell, what do you want him to do? Put some lotion, a fragrance inside his donut hole, and then you're gonna taste the fragrance. What if he says, "Nah, baby, I want you to taste the natural." He said, "I want you to taste it natural. I want you to really taste it." You know what I mean? He says, "No artificials. I want you to really taste the natural, the natural juices." Okay. Oh my God. What do y'all got to say about that? Wow, you're number 60. No, it's not, Shelly. Don't say that. Honey, it moved up to 766. Don't play with me. Make sure y'all like this video. You just clean that smile out my face. Okay, and then if he clean, that means that he knows how to, go back in a donut and really do that. Do you trust a man? Do you feel like I don't know everybody. Do straight men clean back there? Huh? And go do they do a deep clean? Press 5 if you know straight men, they do deep cleans. Okay. Press 10 if you don't know no straight men that do deep cleans. I mean, this is real information that you guys need to know, because you guys are dating straight men and you guys need to know how to please your straight man. You got to need to know what your straight man is possibly into, so you guys got to take notes, because Shannon Sharpe, he identifies as a straight man and he likes to get the thing played with back there, a couple of fingers and stuff. And yeah, he's representing for the straight men. Okay. Try not no deep clean. Honey, let me tell you. If I call a man or he called me and he on the toilet, I will block him. Okay. I don't know. I just don't like it. The idea. I know you got a gas and I know you got a shit, but keep it private. That should be intimate. You know what I'm saying? And I saw a blogger. They were talking about Shannon Sharpe. He said he don't want a woman to poot around him. He don't want a woman to use the bathroom around him. And the blogger felt like that was kind of awkward. I don't feel like it's awkward, because I don't want nobody pooting around me either. You know what I mean? I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? Around your husband or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Ain't we talking about some shitty shit tonight, right? Do you think you should hold it in around your mate, or you think you should let that shit rip? Fuck. I'm not letting it rip, okay? Honey, hell no. I'm trying to preserve my ladiness as much as I can, okay? Over there pooting like a big ass man. Hell no. Do y'all okay, 1, if you just let it rip, press 4 if you preserve it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna let it rip. I just think it's rude. I don't poot in front of my family. If I have to use the bathroom, if I have to do that, I will go to the bathroom. I will go to the bathroom and let it out. And then I spray. Okay? Shit. I'm not letting that shit rip. I think it's offensive. It's very offensive. So, honey, let's keep on going.
His butt to new experiences?
No, I can't imagine, because he already liked it.
Most of our life's understanding comes from our parents.
All right. So he already liked it. So he already had experience before he was with Michelle, which is the ex. And this was, I guess, ex-girlfriend of 10 years. They were together for 10 years. And I guess he loved Michelle, because remember, it was another Michelle that he recorded. This is not this Michelle. This is another Michelle that he was in a relationship for 10 years. And they were doing all that type of action. People are saying, I'm not surprised that the world is this confused about sexuality. When I first saw him, I thought he was openly, I guess, zesty. Come on now, it's Shay Shay. A lot of people feel like the name Shay Shay gives it away. All right. Tasha is hilarious. All right. So let's move on. So sorry about that. They got clips. Shannon of Katt Williams talking about the allegations or telling Shannon, be careful. So let's look at the clips. But you can just look here. If you look at that, I mean, look at the tight ass pants he got on. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but look at it. All right, so let me play here.
Woman, because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go. Come on, Cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
All right. So people see that as a warning, that Katt Williams was warning him. And then what about Jonathan Majors? Didn't Jonathan Majors recently went through a whole situation with a clear girl that he was chasing? And then he tried to hide it with going with a black woman, Meg. And I still is not convinced that Megan and Jonathan are a real couple. I think they're just doing it to save Jonathan's relationship. She talking about they getting married and everything. I'm not buying that at all. Are y'all buying that, Megan Good and Jonathan? Press 2 if you bought it. Press 7 if you don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. I sure don't. Gigi, pull up that video when he gripped his daughter weirdly. What? Is his daughter black? If his daughter black, then you already know he don't like black women. Hell, you know he don't like black women. So let's go on here. Let's get the likes up. Oh, so this is Hollywood. I'm sorry, Hollywood. The boy is named Hollywood. Did I just call his ass Hollywood? I'm sorry. Okay, so these are text messages from Hollywood. Hollywood is Shannon Sharpe ex-stylist. Now, he was the guy that everybody assumed that is his lover. We saw Shannon, Hollywood. Hollywood is a gay, openly gay, very feminine guy, okay? And we saw Hollywood booed up with Shannon. They was on Ferris wheels, rides together, eating cotton candy together. They was on a court side in the front together. They was matching clothes together. You know, they have a really close relationship, okay? Now, Shannon Sharpe, at the time, he didn't see anything wrong with it because they were doing it for years. And nobody had anything to say because Shannon Sharpe, at the time, he was not that popular. But when Shannon Sharpe started to get popular and then he started to do the podcast, people started to talk because his popularity started to go up. People started to talk and they said, what is going on with this? So eventually, Shannon Sharpe had to cut his friend. Now, Shannon Sharpe said he's not gay. He's a heterosexual man, and there's nothing wrong with having a gay stylist, and they're good friends. But then he cuts him off because of what everybody else says. And my thing is, if he's such a good friend, why cut him off? Who cuts off their friend if there's a good friend? And I guess he had to do it because of social media. I don't think that's a good friend, but I guess so. Now, when that came out, you guys know sportsmen, they always look out for sportsmen. I was looking at some of the sports guys in that community and the sports celebrity. They said this. They said the reason why Shannon got a gay stylist is because when you align yourself to the LGBT community, you get more deals. So they were painted like he ain't gay, but the reason why he's close to the gay is because it's a political move. Okay. And y'all know how these Republicans, and the man that said it, he was a Republican. Okay. And they said these Republicans, they the real down low men. Clock that T. Clock that T. Okay. We ain't going to talk about that. Okay. I've had a few Republicans. Let me shut up. And MAGAs. Let me shut up. Okay. Let me keep on moving. Honey, when I tell you, it ain't nothing like them. Their mentality is so different. And, you know, and how they... Okay, let me be quiet. Okay, so anyway, let's go here. It says, Unc, you cool with Nicole? Okay, let me go back to the beginning. All right, so here it is. Leaked text messages show Shannon Sharpe airing out a list of names, says he do not F with these men in the industry. This is what Shannon Sharpe is saying. I can pull it up so you guys can see it here. And Shannon Sharpe and Hollywood, they are still in communication behind the scenes, just not in front of the scenes. And how do these text messages leak? Sounds like Hollywood is doing a leaking. Hollywood, the gay stylist, he always he has a reputation of exposing down low men. You know, he has a reputation of exposing people. So here it is. Laughing emojis. Are you cool with Nicole? He says F no. That is Shannon. Shannon says no. Hollywood said, okay, cool. Shannon says, to be honest, Hollywood, I ain't cool with many people. He ain't cool with nobody. Most of them is full of shit, so I stay to myself. And Hollywood say, okay, cool. Now I know. Okay. Also, he goes into name. Shannon says, I don't F with anyone at work except the two you met. So 2 men or 2 women that Hollywood met, that's the only people he messed around with. He says, I don't F with Lil Wayne, Matt Barnes, Rich Paul, Shady McCoy, Joy. I mean, all these names. He don't mess with Shaq, Brandon, Oche Cinco. He said he don't even fuck with Oche Cinco. And that's the host. So I guess they just be acting and stuff. He don't mess with Oche Cinco. He said he don't mess with a lot of people. And they said, okay, cool. And it got leaked. So if that's the case, hold up. Okay, let's listen to this.
I don't know if you're on this kind of time, but I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on old boy. So, again, I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around, so just want to put that out there.
What? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all understand what just happened right here? Press 2 if you understood what just happened right here. Matt Barnes and Shaq O'Neal, they teamed up. They called Hollywood. They called Shannon Sharpe ex-gay stylist. And they left an audio for him. Matt Barnes called him and said, hey, Shaq got a lot of money. We are looking for some download tapes on Shannon Sharpe. Man, ain't no friends in this game. So Shaq and them could be behind it too. It could be a whole group of men that is trying to push Shannon Sharpe out. Not only is a white girl setting them up, it could be the whole industry that is setting Shannon Sharpe up. He said he's alone. He don't F with nobody. And he told that to Hollywood. Now, why did Hollywood put it out here? Because now it definitely seemed like him and Hollywood got something going on. I know Hollywood want to make, Hollywood feels like, you know, it's nothing wrong with a gay man and a straight man being friends. You guys don't know anything. You haven't seen us kiss. You know, we are in 2025 and, you know, you guys should just be cool with gay men and straight men being cool. Child, that is a fantasy. We live in a real world. In Hollywood, that will work. In the real world, we don't see it like that. And let's not forget, Trump administration and the whole world is going more conservative, okay? So they about to push a whole bunch of anti-gay and anti-all this. They separating everything. So, you know, from, I think the world point, they was like, yeah, Hollywood, he's still cool, that nigga. They moving like they lovers or some shit. You know what I'm saying? They still got a tight relationship going on. Ain't no straight man gonna have a tight relationship with no goddamn zesty man like that. Like they cool and stuff. Like, nah, they just too cool. Nah, man. Okay, but Hollywood looks like Hollywood is having Shannon back and is not giving the receipts to Shaq for a big sum of money or Matt Barnes But how did Tasha K get these receipts? So it would have been smooth if Shannon or Hollywood didn't share it with Tasha K. Maybe Shannon or what's his name, Hollywood is upset right now. Because I did go to his page and he did mention something where Shannon Sharpe is doing this because he's angry. He can't get a man or something like that. It was some subliminal, but it was given you're mad because you can't be with a man. Okay. So something is going on. They have an up and down relationship or what? What do y'all think about this? Okay.
Staying quiet. Hey, he said, please, please, please keep it quiet. He said that Shannon did some shit back to him a while back, and he's been off him. So that's why he's doing this. But please, please, please keep his name quiet.
So stay night. You're nervous because you're not feeling so fresh.
Ooh, they said keep it on a down low. They not keeping it on down low because we found out about it. Ooh, these basketball men, honey. And let's not forget about Dwight Howard. You guys know he's a big NBA player. He got all those baby mamas. And he just broke up with a girl. Remember that girl, Amy, he was with, y'all? They was sharing toothbrush and everything. Come to find out, Amy caught Dwight Howard with another man recently. But people don't feel sorry for Amy because we told you, Amy, he's using you as a beard and he really want a man with a wig, okay? But she didn't want to listen to that because she saw the money or whatever. And she said, too, that Dwight Howard, he's aggressive. He will put paws on you and he is controlling. And she described the same characteristics that Shannon Sharpe have. They all have a lot of the same characteristic. They love putting hands on women. They like to treat you any type of way. And the black women, they just being quiet. Amy, you should have sued Dwight Howard, right? Because if you was white, the white one would have sued and got a whole bunch of money. So I don't know what's wrong with the black culture where black women are not suing. Y'all just being quiet and taking it and leaving. I'm taking notes from the clear girls. I'm taking notes. Do y'all think Amy should have sued Dwight Howard? Press 1 if you think she should have sued. Press 7 if you feel like she should not sue. In the black community, y'all was hard on Amy. Y'all was like, see, that's what you get. That's what you get. But Dwight Howard, they said he was putting hands on her. Yeah. Putting hands on her and treating her all types of ways. She should have got a big check. Put your hand on me, you gonna pay. Hell yeah. And when she found out, she wanted to leave. He wouldn't even let Amy leave, girl. He was trying to hold her down, saying, no, you ain't leaving, you ain't leaving. That's scary. I would think he'd probably try to take me out of here because he's afraid that I'm going to tell a secret. But his secret is already out. But he was using her so people can think he's straight again. Just like they said Shannon Sharpe, when he was doing to do with that Michelle, he put that audio out so people can think he's straight again. You know what I mean? Ooh, pray for the black men out here in these streets, okay? So, honey, All right, so we got some more tea from Tasha K. Let's hear what she got to say now. Come on, Tasha.
Is he gay? Why are these women coming out? If Tasha K is saying, and the world is saying, even he just had a slip up and said he was gay. How many DL men do you know? I gotta assume, I gotta have somebody who's saying she's fucking me. So it looks legit. And so Shannon, a bombshell lawsuit was just put out today by Tony Busby. I know Tony Busby is questionable. So apparently he has informed a few media outlets that this lawsuit has been filed. We have the electronic filing letting us know that it has been filed, but the lawsuit hasn't been cleared through Pacer. So no one has their hands on the lawsuit unless he personally sent a copy to any publications, which I doubt he did that because he doesn't want people trying to decipher any of the lies, okay? And so Tony Busby has a reputation to keep because Jay-Z had him out here looking pretty fucking bad, okay? This woman who filed a lawsuit, on Shannon, is basically saying that they were together for almost a year. He was cheating on her with Michelle. And this is what kind of prompted her to end things. But as they were in a relationship, he controlled her according to what other publications are putting out there. And he raped her on several occasions. Okay. And so she is suing for $50 million. Now, the people that are saying this is mighty funny how this is coming out when he's about to sign a 9-figure deal of a podcast. This lawsuit been in the works. It just so happens that when people are about to cross big bridges, big obstacles come up before you cross that bridge. Things that have to happen. You know, now he.
So did you get what she said? I'm going to continue to play, but she says that the lawsuit been in the works. A lot of you guys got in your panties because Shannon, he dropped that he was going to get this big $100 million deal. Next day, Tony Busby become very calculated. But Tony Busby already had everything in the bag. He was just waiting for a good opportunity. A lot of you guys want to boo-boo on Tony Busby, but let me tell you, you know his name, right? So he has done something right. Tony Busby is Tony Busby. And one thing about Tony Busby, he has ambition and he like to energize a bunny. He gonna keep going and going and going. One thing about Tony Busby, everybody gonna know what's going on. Okay? Yeah. So don't count him out. A lot of y'all want to count him out. Well, I don't know. And you know, what do y'all say? He's kind of funny because he lost and his credibility. Honey, every lawyer have probably lied, right? Every attorney have lied. Shit, y'all lie. Every blogger probably have lied. So please don't try to discount Tony Busby, because y'all know his name for a reason, because he get busy. And he's about to let the whole world know it, and Shannon Sharpe know it. It's still, get him, Busby. Get him, Busby. And we know we got that Diddy trial next month. So we know we got to get on that Diddy. Okay, we ain't forget about you, Diddy. Okay, and Jay-Z, you better keep it cute, but let's go. Okay.
Work for ESPN.
Oh, let me tell you about the grape situation. So Tasha K, she says that the 19-year-old girl, Shannon Sharpe, did that to her. Girl, let me tell you. She told Shannon, put a wrapper on it. She does rappers. You know what a rapper is? Condom. She wanna play protected, as she should. I think anybody that purposely take it off and continue to do, and you tell them stop and no, that is horrible. That is playing a dangerous game. Do you agree? Press 1 if you agree. Press 4 if you do not agree. If you're with the man and he purposely take that wrapper off and you tell him put it on, no, don't do it, don't go, and he does it anyway, that is a crime. But not only that, he did not use the wrapper. He also went in the donut hole. When she told him, don't go there. Don't go there. I don't want to do it. No, no, no. He is huge. He held her down with one hand and continued to go to Pound Town while she up there boo-hooing. That is a crime. I don't care if she's a prostitute. I don't care if she's an OnlyFans. OnlyFans girls and prostitutes, they're victims too. They're human too. They get crimes going towards them too. Some of y'all want to discredit OnlyFans girls and prostitutes because that's their profession. If they consent, that's one thing. But if they say no, they don't, that's your ass.
He does have, jobs that require him to follow and abide by moral clause. And if those moral clauses are breached, like lawsuits or accusations and things like that, he will be in turn be suspended. But, he has YouTube and things like that. He does have sponsors. I don't know how this is going to go until the facts come out. And that kind of sucks being a public figure, being that somebody could be totally lying on you, right? But you ain't going to be able to find out, or you may lose what pays your bills until you sort everything out. And that's why it's best for a lot of these celebrities to handle this shit from behind the scenes so that stuff like this won't leak. We saw it with Diddy. It happened with Diddy.
Okay. Now somebody says she's a white girl. She a damn lie. What proof do you have that she's a lie? And all the white girls can't be lying. And besides, if she's a white girl and she's a liar, then why does Shannon Sharpe like being with liars? Why does Shannon Sharpe put herself in a position of liars? If she's so horrible because she's a snow bunny or a clear person, then why did he keep on going for the okie doke? Shame on him at his big age, right? Maybe when he was a young boy, I don't know. When you were 56, was that in a time where you could not talk to a white girl? And maybe he's still traumatized. I don't know, child. Okay. But honey, all right. So let's move on from this. It's another girl that is speaking out. She's a black girl. Okay. And a lot of people got mad at her for speaking out and telling her truth. But she has every right to. They said, well, why you ain't talk about this when an interview? Because you want to talk about it now. And you're not going to censor her on her truth. She feel like it's a good time to shed light on Shannon Sharpe. Let's do it. Because if it would have been the time y'all was all up on Shannon Sharpe behind, y'all wouldn't give this girl a time of day. But now that you guys are paying attention, she felt like it's a good time to tell her story. So I'm backing you, black girl. Okay?
That has really been bothering me for the past couple of months. My son's dad is a comedian and an actor, and he did an interview with a man by the name of Shannon Sharpe on his podcast. Now, on that podcast, Shannon Sharpe did a lot of digging. My son is almost 10 years old, and my son's dad and I broke up over 6 years ago. So for him to ever try to bring me up or a family dynamic or the age gap is very, very shocking to me. It's not surprising, but I just feel like, my son's dad has a girlfriend already. Why not do digging on her? And he was making fun of him at the fact that we have an age difference of 23 years. And, he was saying, why didn't you date her mom? Where did you guys meet? Forever 21? Cracking up, just asking really invasive questions. And what really hurt me, this was the kicker, was the interview. And it also had this headline on it that said, Donnell Rawlings has baby. Really wanted to address something that has really been bothering me for the past couple of months. Bad Girls Club, 23 years younger. So crazy. Insane. As you guys know, we co-parent. So I know that my son is getting older. I always think like, oh my God, one day my son is going to see this. And I just did not like, it felt very, very icky how it was put out there. It felt really exploitive. And like, I just didn't like it. I live my life in peace. I just take care of my son. I work and I spend time in my garden, and I just do as much as I can to contribute to my own peace. And so I just felt very disrespected at the fact that he labeled me as that. I was just some crazy 23-year-old woman that was on Bad Girls Club. I didn't like it. It sent me into a depression. It kept me up at night. It really, really bothered me. And so I was on Twitter. I prayed about it. I said, God, I'm old enough to know that like, there's just certain people that are not nice. There's certain people that are very nosy. From Bad Girls Club, 23 years younger. That will, they're like, let's do this for shock value so we can get a lot of views. It just turned me all the way off. Now, last night I was on Threads and I saw his name trending. I thought, wow, that's so weird. And then I clicked on it and I saw Accuser. And, he's being accused of like really horrific things. And the girl was 19 when it started. So I'm thinking in my head, wow, you were really projecting. You went digging and you found the fact that we have a huge age gap, and you highlighted that and you tried to make fun of it, but you were actually really living that life, if not worse. I mean, this girl was a teenager. And, with all the evidence that she put out there, I don't know if it's, good evidence or not, or, whatever. The stuff that I seen was pretty awful. I just feel like if you live in a glass house, please don't throw stones. You are very quick with the lip to ask him details on and why didn't you date? That will, they're like, let's do this for shock values. Date her mom. Why didn't you date her mom? Oh, did you guys meet at Forever 21? At least I was 21. You know what I'm saying? Like 19 is too young. You at your big age, you know that. You have kids that are probably older than that. It really hurt my feelings with that headline. And now look at all the headlines that you have, you know, being accused by a 19-year-old. You literally, it's just like, it's crazy how, I wouldn't say karma works, but how the universe works. I knew that there was something not right as to why he was asking these questions. It just felt off. You know, it didn't feel like it was in good faith. And you were poking fun at it and you were living worse. So, her mom.
She's 23. Darnell. 20. Why you didn't date her mom? Why you go for the Darnell?
Girl, how he talk, he sound gay. Darnell. That didn't sound gay to y'all. I mean, I don't got nothing wrong with it, but that didn't sound zesty. You can't tell. You can't hear it in the voice, but I guess not. I don't know. Anyway, what do you guys think about that? But that's what DL men does, right? They always talk about other stuff, you know, when they're really into the stuff. You know what I mean? So it's no surprise there. What else we have? So this is, oh my goodness. They are saying that Shannon Sharpe tried to unalive his OnlyFans girlfriend, according to a new lawsuit. They are saying it's a new lawsuit out here where Shannon Sharpe tried to unalive a girl. So they are saying he has multiple girls that are coming out, and he's on that Diddy wave. I'm gonna play a little bit. Oh my God, I can't show that. So I'm just gonna, okay, y'all can't see it, right? Okay, good. All right, so let me see if I can play some of his audio clip.
Rager, what's going on, folks? I just want to know. We got Willie. He says Shannon Sharpe is history at ESPN. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna have a job. Because I think he only works Mondays and Tuesdays on ESPN.
Did you guys hear that? They're saying that ESPN is going to fire Shannon Sharpe. Press 1 if you feel like they're going to fire Shannon Sharpe. Press 4 if they're not going to fire Shannon Sharpe. Mind you, Shannon Sharpe has a lot of enemies. Shaq don't like him. Matt Barnes don't like him. OJ Cinco don't like him. A lot of people don't like Shannon Sharpe. And I don't think it's because he's down low. Do you think they don't like him because he's down low? Or do you think he got a lot of other stuff with Shannon Sharpe? Do we really know who Shannon Sharpe is?
I think Shannon Sharpe, I think this will be his last week, folks. I would honestly be stunned if Shannon Sharpe was on ESPN on Monday. I would be stunned, folks. I would honestly be stunned. Okay. So it says Shannon Sharpe was a severely controlling romantic partner who lied, cheated, abused, and secretly filmed the woman, now accusing him.
What? Did y'all know he was secretly filming her? Is that not gross? Press 1 if it's gross if a man is secretly filming you. Filming you while you're in a shower, filming you while you putting on your clothes, filming you while you're doing stuff with him and you don't realize it. He was actually just filming her. And guess what? He was showing it off to his friends. Ain't that what Diddy was doing? Wasn't Diddy recording himself often and wanted to share it off with other men? That's the same thing Shannon was doing. I don't know if he was sharing with other men to let these men know he's not gay or what. But honey, they said yelling at her, controlling her, grabbing her by the neck when he got upset with her, saying that he's going to take her out of here. He actually told her, I'm going to unalive her. And, they may have this audio and they may play this during the court trial. He better pay that $50 million and be done with it. Man, okay. So let's go here. Also, Ticket News is talking about this. When I tell you everybody is talking about this Shannon case, it's the biggest thing right now. I mean, this is major. This is going to be in the history books. And it's sad because Shannon Sharpe has so much going for him, and he just threw it all the way because of his bedroom behavior and his criminal, and he want to dominate and he want to disrespect and his hate for women. He needs to take that money and get some therapy to figure out why do he want to do this? Why do he have these urges? Why he have these desires, and try to get healed? Get healed from these wicked desires that he has. And hopefully he can heal and he can find him a wife and settle down and just grow old and happy. He threw it all away because of his demonic ritual humiliations desire. This is humiliation desires. Would you agree? Press 2 if this is humiliation. He gets off on humiliations. Press 5 if you think it has to do with Hollywood rituals. They said this man have been sued 24 times and he settled 23 times. Let that sink in. 23 times he felt he was guilty enough to pay these victims. And this was in the past. We never found out about it because he paid them off. Something is wrong here. Whew. So I want to hear what Ticket have to say just a little bit.
Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
Oh, hanging in there.
You were thrown into a sex.
Devastated. I'm gonna let y'all hear what happened. Shannon directed his steps towards my premises, or towards the premises of my employer.
I think he's reading a lawsuit, so I'm just gonna move on. All right. So let's get into Meek Mills, okay? Woo-wee! Let's give it up. Like this video because we got a lot of more gossip to cover, okay? So at the end, we're gonna open it up and we're gonna talk about everything, okay? So let's get on. Do you guys know who Meek Mills is? Check this out. Come on, Tasha.
Nobody's is winning. I think honestly, Black women, I told y'all, we have to stand with our white sisters. We have to learn from our white sisters. I think these white sisters can teach us a lot on how to get a bag because.
Okay, let me tell you. You want to learn from the white girls? Start messing with they donut hoe. Black women, y'all gonna start messing with that donut hoe? Huh? Press 1. Black women, are y'all gonna start messing with that donut hoe? Huh? They want y'all to stop shaming them. They want y'all to allow them to. I know you say, I don't want to shame them. I just don't want to do it. They want you to want to do it. They want you to be cool with it. They want you to be down with the program. They want you to want to do it. It's not enough that you're doing it because you're doing it to please him. He wants you to be like, man, I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to eat, daddy. Ooh, open it up. I'm ready to eat. They want it to be where you're initiated. You want this. They don't want to feel like they want to do it. They like to play those mind games with you, okay? Ask Vivica Fox. She was eating 50 Cent cheeks, okay? And did y'all ever think that 50 Cent would want to get his cheeks torn down? Huh? I would have never thought that. But there it goes. It'd be the most muscle, the most masculine men that enjoy that. And they say, that's what a G-spot is. You know what I'm saying? So they want to get their G-spot tickled. You know what I mean? But they want you to initiate it. They want you to really want it. You can't act like you scared. Okay? You can't act like you don't want to do it or you judging them. They're very sensitive. And then even if they be like, no, I ain't with that shit. I ain't with that shit. You got to be calm. And you got to be like, okay, baby, maybe We'll talk about it another time. You know what I mean? Don't go off like, woo, I'm glad you ain't with that shit because I ain't with that shit either, nigga. Don't do that. That you ain't going to find out the truth. Okay? So when you're consistent and you're like, you sure you want to try tonight or whatever, they want you to make it feel like you want it. Okay? This is the mind game they play. You want it. One night, they're going to start tooting it up. Okay? And then this is your time to take action. Okay. Then afterwards, they're going to be like, nah, I ain't with that shit. They're going to say, nah, I ain't with it. I ain't like that. It made me feel some type of way. They're going to deny it. Next week, they're going to toot that ass up again. Yeah. Okay. And then they're going to keep on denying it. Okay. They're going to keep on denying it, dog. Until they get real comfortable. And it may take them a year or two. Who knows? You know what I mean? And then don't throw it back in their face. It's okay for them to throw it in your face. They won't throw it in your face. Let you get in the argument. They're going to say, that's why you was eating my groceries. We have seen men do it time and time again, right? Press 5 if we have seen men on social media shame a girl because she ate the groceries. I mean, Shannon Sharpe did it. In the text messages, he put out that this girl was eating the donuts to shame. It's okay for them to shame you, but you don't do that to them. They definitely want it to be unequal so they can feel like the man, okay? So are y'all ready to go through that process like the white girls? I don't know if y'all built for that, okay? I don't know if y'all built for that, okay? All right. So here we go.
For him to have two white sisters in the middle of some ocean. Where Mickey at?
My type level right here. My type level.
All right. So here's a picture. This is Meek Mills and the girls. And people are saying, you know, this is a bad time, Meek Mills, you know, to do this because all the stuff that's going on with Shannon Sharpe, Jonathan Majors, Meek Mills, you was just in some lawsuit with Diddy, you know, and I don't know, you know, he's trying to show people that, hey, he's straight and he got the white girls in the black community. Black men see white women as better and they put him up like a trophy piece, like he is the man. So people are saying this is not going to age well, you know. What are y'all thoughts about that photo of Meek Mills and his two white girls? All right. And they look very, very young. Okay. And do you think that these girls are attracted to Meek Mills? Huh? And he don't want nothing with them. He don't want to marry them. All he want to do is freak off with them. And they going to eat his donuts. Because, you know, these girls they will do the eating donuts. He probably gonna pay them a little some, you know what I mean? I know they ain't doing it for free. So there's that. All right. So what is this? Okay, so here it is. Come on, Tasha, tell us about this.
Rihanna. So Rihanna did a little interview. She spoke on how A$AP Rocky has changed her life for the better. She said, I stopped going to parties and clubs at 25. When A$AP Rocky and I got closer, his way of life made me want to change a lot about myself and focus more of my energy on my business. We were just friends back then, but he changed a lot about me. Now I prefer to go to work and come back home to my kids or stay home, waiting for my man to come home. If we want to party, we do it as a family. It's just family and business for me right now, says Rihanna. If we want to party, we do it as a family. It's just family and business for me right now, quotes Riri, bad girl Riri. And so when I hear and I see...
Child, that's a lie. Rihanna is just doing that to save A$AP Rocky. She bends over to make him sound like a good guy, and she's overworking it because we do not see him as this good guy, as this father figure that she's painting him out to be. Cardi B did the same thing with Offset. He's the best father. He's so good. Y'all always do this with these men, and they always end up humiliating you. Okay? So check this out. This is a girl on OnlyFans page, and she comes out saying that she was smashing A$AP Rocky. Check this out.
Can I ask that?
Yeah, we have to mute it.
So they asked, so who have you been with? What celebrities have you been with? She says you have to mute it, but watch her mouth. Watch her mouth. So everybody can tell she said A$AP Rocky. And everybody is gagging. And why would she do this anyway? You are OnlyFans girl. Shut your mouth. See, if I was the OnlyFans girl, honey, let me tell y'all, ballers, you don't got to worry about me exposing you. I know I gossip, okay? But I don't gossip about my personal business. They don't know none of my men, okay? So, honey, you don't got to worry about that. Everything is going to be just me and you, okay? I don't use my personal life as the mean to make money or to monetize. I would think she's getting paid real good. Why is she talking? But she's talking, and it's a good eye-opener because Rihanna, if you don't know, now you know. But I kind of think Rihanna knows that her man is a whore, okay? What are y'all thoughts about that? So people are saying, what did she gain? What did she gain by exposing? She ain't gained nothing, you know? I don't know what she gained. Hell, she not afraid these men would take her out of here? You know what I mean? These men are crazy. A$AP Rocky can hire somebody. She's a whore. She's a prostitute. He can hire somebody to be a client of yours, sweetheart, take you out to dinner, and then put something in your drink like they be doing to Whitney Houston. Like, why would you set yourself up playing these dangerous games when you don't have to? And then, you messing around with a person that's in a relationship, that says something about you. You know what I'm saying? You make yourself look bad. You can be an OnlyFans girl and you can have morals and integrity. I hope all the prostitutes are not out here sleeping with people, men. I mean, is that help me out, y'all? Do y'all think prostitutes have integrity? Press 1 if prostitutes have integrity. Press 4 if they don't have integrity. So I don't know. Maybe they don't have no integrity. If it's a prostitute and this man come as a client and he's married, do you think the prostitutes to say no because you're a married man and I don't deal with married clients? Or do you think she's going to take that money? Huh? I mean, honey, I need to talk to more integrity prostitutes. Which one is it? Do we got any prostitutes that's turning down money because it's a married man? I haven't heard prostitutes turning down money because the client is married. I haven't heard that. But no, I can't say. I haven't heard that. So maybe they don't got integrity. So this is what you get when you get into prostitutes. They'll run their mouth. You know, it's crazy out here. All right, so going here, you guys know this show right here. Let me put this up. Candace is speaking about Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore, she got fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya Moore got into it with this girl named Britt. Okay, Britt is a new cast member. Kenya Moore, she's been on the show for over 13 years. She said Britt told her, "That's why I carry my pow for bees like you." Kenya Moore said that she was disturbed and she went to HR and they did not do anything. So she decided to take matters in her own hands and she took freaky videos and pictures from Britt online and she put it like in a presentation and she went on the show with this and she went in her salon with this and she showcased it. A lot of people in the salon felt uncomfortable, but Kenya decided to continue on to do it. It was a bad call for her, but she says that she can't control her reaction because she felt disrespected. Well, Bravo said you cannot control our reaction because we felt like you disrespected our show. People are saying, well, hell, y'all saw the edits. Why didn't y'all just edit it out? Because the man upstairs, the man at the top, he does not see the edits. he trusts the people to do it right. You got different levels. So the ones that's doing the edit, they just want those damn ratings. But when the higher up sees this, they're like, no, we cannot be associated with it. You know why? Because America knows, the world knows we are going more conservative. Press 1 if you know that the whole world is turning more conservative. So the things that were okay yesterday are going to be banned for today and tomorrow. Okay. So people are upset about that. They're running, asking Andy what's going on. So let's look at some clips. Okay. Check this out.
And I know there's been a lot of discourse surrounding the Kenya of it all. I think that Kenya, and people have a lot to say about Kenya in general. Even in my own family, we've had arguments about this in my own house, okay? So I may, I know my opinion may not be popular. However, worse has been done. Is my phone overheating? Yes. Worse, I'm putting it by the vent so it doesn't overheat. Worse has happened. Worse has been done. Worse has been done. And we've not seen the consequences, or the consequences have not been as harsh. So
when she says worse has been done, what are you guys talking about? I wish you would go into detail, and your worst can be different from the next worst. I don't know if you guys notice, but people see like sex stuff is the worst of the worst. Some people have this idea like, guns and violence is the worst. America really doesn't see violence as the worst, so the world doesn't see that as the worst. It's more like horror, like horrorisms, sexuality. That's what they see as the bottom line as the worst. And that's more like the conservative thing. I mean, your sons can play video games of a lot of violence, but when it comes to like freaky stuff and that type of stuff, it's like, no, so I don't know if they're comparing fights with like freaky stuff. And most people in the world, they see fights is more acceptable than when it comes to the freaky stuff. Okay. And I don't think you guys realize that. So let's move here. They caught Andy.
How true is this? I have to watch her whole, I haven't watched her post yet. Okay. But is that true? Is that part true? We'll talk about it. Oh my goodness, Andy. Well, okay, is she coming back? Fans want her back. So what's the deal? I love her. Listen, there is so much more of this season left, and it is so good. Phaedra comes on in like 5 weeks. It is a jam, and you are going to love it. And so right now, I'm kind of focusing on the rest of the season. So not Kenya? What? So you're not focusing on Kenya, but just coming back? On the show. Okay, so when you watch that confessional, let us know. Okay. Well, it looks like you were trying to say that she was invited and then uninvited. That's what it looks like I was trying to say? Kinda. You were like, I don't know. Andy, we have to ask you. Now listen.
Child, please leave Andy alone. He don't want her back. They don't want her back. It's clear as day. Okay. She should have played it smart. So how do you guys feel about that? A lot of you guys says Kenya is not needed. Been boring for 3 seasons. And I think they want a whole new shakeup anyway, Andy messy, but he said y'all not with the mess. All right. So clear, stop begging, moving on. I don't know if you guys need to know this, but Monique, she is rumored to return to Real Housewives of Potomac for season 10. All right. She was one of the people's favorites. She left the show. Looks like she might be coming back. All right. People are saying, I love her, but her exit was so iconic. I don't know if I want her to come back. Plus, who would she be connected with in the group? Okay. So people are excited. Some people not sure. All right, let's go. Did you guys know Michelle Obama got a TV or a podcast? How do y'all feel about her? I was so surprised when I heard about Michelle Obama having a podcast, but here it goes. I'm surprised about this too. She said she likes Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, these reality shows. I'm surprised she likes these ratchet shit. But let's hear this.
I'm not trying to pump the show, but I'm just saying that people didn't expect us to be doing unscripted.
Right.
But it's like, well, that's my taste, right?
Right.
I mean, I love those kind of shows where it's just regular people. I think that maybe that's the sociologist in me, that I love watching regular
human connection.
Real, there's chaos in life. There's
Exactly.
friction. So what's your favorite franchise?
My favorite one, kind of.
You watch a little bit of all of them?
I watch a little bit of
So do
all.
I, girl.
Love and hip hop. I watch. Oh, I do too.
Oh my God, Mama D. Oh, child.
Yes,
Oh,
I love it because I know a Mama
Scrappy
D.
and them?
Everybody knows a Mama D.
They sure
right?
do.
If you don't have one in your family, you got a
Then
Mama
you
D.
lying. You are lying. You're just not
Come on
recognizing
now.
Mama D. I have. We are working. I'm not.
I feel left out. I feel like I'm too stuck up because I don't watch this stuff. I don't watch the Love and Hip Hop. I think it's trash TV, and they watch it. I feel like I'm just. Should I give it another try? I be trying, but I just can't get into it. You know, I'd rather just watch the little clips on social media. I just don't care for it. You know, it does not capture me. You know, but each his own, you know. Ooh, each his own, child. All right. So I don't know what to say about this, honey. They said this is a woman, but I thought this was a man. Okay, look at this. What y'all think? Look.
The one that Beyonce fired, she finally have a chance. She was been mad since February.
So it says right here, I'm just going to let it play because I don't like that music in the background. Chris Brown's self-proclaimed wife sues him for betraying her as a stalker. Also claims the girls in his videos look like her. I feel sorry for Chris Brown. This person is stalking Chris Brown, calling themselves a wife. It's the delusion and confusion. Okay. What is going? Is that a wife, y'all? Press 1 if that's a wife. Press 4. What is going on with the LGBTQ, huh? LGBTQ, I need you to get on your job. Okay, y'all need to straighten y'all people up. Hell, what the hell? Hell, shit. Man, this ain't a good look. And then you stalking Chris Brown? And then you got the nerve to go online and doing all this foolery. Ooh, they don't got no friends. Falsely labeled me as a stalker without a legal basis, no arrest, police report, or restraining order. Or why is this person doing all this? I mean, this is a lot. This is scary and it's a lot. She said the woman in the videos look like her. I'm so lost. Is that the girl? I don't know what to say about this. What is going on? Huh? Is this the girl in the video or what? Is this AI? Is this AI? What is this AI? Huh? Is this AI? Okay, Steve said it's AI. I was about to say, whoa. Okay. Whoa. I mean, that is going a little bit far, don't you think? Don't y'all think that is a little bit far and that's disrespectful? That person need to go to jail. I think that person need to go to jail. Hell yeah, I think this is just too far and this should be a crime for what that person is doing. You know, that person need to go to jail because they're going to constantly harass different men, different straight men. And nobody should have to go through this harassment. This is sick. This is very bothersome. And they think it's a joke. It's not a joke because they continue to do it, and then you want to get clout and attention from it online. LGBT, y'all need to get on y'all job. Hell. Man, oh man. Oh, hell no. And what do y'all think about him doing this to Chris Brown with these photos? Do you guys think it should be a crime to do this? Press 1 if it should be a crime. Press 7 if you think it's all in fun. It's not in fun. You shouldn't play like this. You should not play like this. This is horrible. Can you imagine your husband or your son? Can you imagine they did this to your son? Huh? Can you imagine they did this to your son, your husband? Oh, my goodness. All right, let's move on.
And I was invited, and I'm glad I was invited because I put on my best shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was in New York and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to fly out there. I got into it with the ex and everything because they didn't invite her. I had to invite her. You know what I'm saying? So I went through shit and everything about that wedding. What going on, girl? Is y'all married? Kirk.
So if you don't know what's going on here, Scrappy, he just realized or found out that Mendecee and Yandy are not legally married. They're not married for real. So Scrappy, he's just finding this out, and he's like, oh my God, I wish I could have done that. Why don't y'all just be single? Why do y'all have to be married when you guys are not even married material? You guys are not faithful. You're not honorable. You know, why are y'all getting married and having all these kids when you're not marriage material? You're not marriage material. You are not marriage material. And you're doing all these, breaking up all these homes. You know, you do so much destruction to all these kids. Man, oh man.
Certain kind of way, bro. Kirk feel a certain kind of way. You heard that nigga on the phone? Cause that nigga was loud as fuck.
Yeah. Feel the way.
Nigga, hold on. Yandy and Mendeecees not legally married? So I can get married without getting married?
How?
I should have did that shit.
Okay.
Damn.
You can just go to the courthouse, pay to change your person's last name for real. You know that, right? You can just pay $500 to get your name.
Child, I'm so irritated. Ooh, girl, we got to give it up for our girl, Candace Owens. Did you guys know Candace Owens is going against the Trump administration? I never thought I'd see the day. Press 7 if you knew that Candace Owens is speaking against the Trump administration. Press 10 if you do not believe that Candace Owens is speaking against the Trump administration. Did y'all know that? Huh? Let me pull this up. Look, Candace Owens.
And if you think it's going to stop with college campuses, you're out of your mind. So you better buck up and root for Harvard University in this fight. You better hope that they defeat the Trump administration and this absurd definition. They even include parts of the Bible. They're like, you can't say that the Jews had anything to do with Christ, killing Christ, which is, you know what that is? It's not anti-Semitism, it's anti-Catholic. Trump administration is fighting against free speech in America. And that is very sad for me to say and to report as someone who has been a supporter of Donald Trump. We cannot allow our rights to be infringed upon. And if you think it's going to stop with college campuses, you're out of your mind. So you better buck up.
Ooh, I never thought I'd see the day, girl. I never thought I'd see the day. If you guys do not know, Trump is a dictator. We already told you that. You know, he ran his campaign on freedom of speech, but honestly, he just wanted to silence speech, you know? And now at colleges, remember he ran on every state will have its own decision. That's not the case. If you do not agree with what he's telling you to do, State College, he's going to take money from you. He's holding funds, okay? So you can't function as a college or as a state. And then you still don't do it. He's going to do other stuff to cripple you. So it's a dictator. It's like you got to bow down. And if you don't bow down, we're going to destroy you. We're going to end you. First, we're going to take all the funding away. You can't function without no money. Then we're going to destroy your reputation. Then we're going to do this. Then we're going to do that. So Candace Owens says she is now with it, y'all. Oh, and you know what? People are saying they are dragging Candace Owens. The Republicans or the left or whatever they want to call themselves, they calling her a liberal now. Yeah, they calling her, she's acting like a what they call them? A leftist. She's acting like a leftist. How dare you go against the Trump? Ooh, how do y'all feel about this? Po Candace. Oh my God, did y'all hear about this? So this story right here is really, really sad. You know, she has a son. Okay, her son, I believe, is, you know, part of the LGBT community. She said it's these boys that she invite to her house and she feed them and everything. Do you know these boys or these men came to her house and put paws on her son until he was unalived? Yeah, and she's so heartbroken by this, y'all. It says Georgia mom passes away from a broken heart. So she was so heartbroken from them beating up her son till they unalive her. She passed away days later because she was so devastated. That is some harsh shit. And this is in the Black community. So that's when y'all be trying to tell me I should be looking out for all Black community. Hell no, because all Black community ain't gonna look out for me. Okay? So listen to this. This is so crazy.
He's very brutalized and stuff. He's real bad.
He thought he was safe and he was not safe. And then for it to be people that's literally right across the road or down the block, like, I can't.
Family believes 2 men are behind their brother's killing.
He just wanted to be him. He couldn't even be him. And everybody accepted him, but the men who couldn't accept themselves.
A light no longer shining in Hazelhurst.
He was very, very bright. Got along real well. He loved to dance.
I can't wake him up and say, come go to the store with me. I can't do none of that. He just didn't deserve what they done to him. He didn't deserve that. And the ones that did it, I got along with y'all. Y'all came to my house. Y'all ate my food, y'all did all that, but then y'all couldn't do this to my boy.
Like, all I would see is the image of him getting out my car, telling me he loved me. I'll never get that again, like, ever. A lot of people loved him.
That is crazy. She says, I got along with the men that unalived her son. She fed them. She ate at the table. What happened? And then the sister says the reason why they unalived him because they couldn't accept who they were. So I don't know, honey. What do y'all think happened? Do y'all think that the son and these boys messed around and then afterwards they unalived him because they feared that he would tell somebody? What is really happening? Why was they going to the house eating dinner? I mean, it's a lot to this. What is going on, honey? There's more to the story. Went to her house, ate her food. Cold world we live in. Well, whatever it was, they're wrong for doing that, you know, and I hope they get the justice. Whew, I tell you. All right, so I don't know if you guys know, but your President Trump, he is going to seize all wages, tax refunds to repay student loans. So if you have student loans out there and you have not paid that, then he is going to seize your wages, your pensions, and that tax refund money. You ain't going to get it no more until you pay on your student loans. He says debt cannot be wiped away. So you guys know Biden, the one that y'all can't stand, he gave student loan forgiveness, but Trump, he says, not on his watch.
Administration has announced we will put an end to Joe Biden's illegal student loan bailout attempts. No student loan has been referred to collection since March of 2020. That comes to an end. On May 5th, the Department of Education will resume involuntary collections for borrowers with defaulted federal student loans. The student loan portfolio controlled by the federal government is nearly $1.6 trillion, but fewer than 4 out of 10 borrowers are in repayment. This is unsustainable, unfair, and a huge liability for American taxpayers. Debt cannot be wiped away. It just ends up getting transferred to others. So why should Americans who didn't go to college or went to college and responsibly paid back their loans pay for the student loans of other Americans? The Trump administration will never force taxpayers to pay student loan debts that don't belong to them. Student loan borrowers need clarity, and we're finally giving it to them. Borrowers will now be clearly expected to. In other news, the Trump administration has announced we will put it to repay their loans, and those who default on their loan obligations will face involuntary collections. The government can and will collect defaulted federal student loan debt by withholding money from borrowers, tax refunds, federal pensions, and even their wages. America is $36 trillion in debt. We must get our fiscal house in order and restore common sense to our country. If you take out a loan, you have to pay it back. It's very simple. President Trump will not kick the can down the road anymore to repay their loans, and those who default.
In case you missed it, the Department of Education announced that on May 5th, we will restart collections of student loans in default. The federal student loan portfolio stands at nearly $1.7 trillion, and only 4 in 10 student borrowers are in repayment. Unlike the previous administration, who made false promises and pushed an illegal student loan bailout, we will not force American taxpayers to take on the debts that are not theirs. There's no such thing as forgiveness, just shifting the payment burden from one party to another. Borrowers should pay back the debts they take on. Please visit studentaid.gov for more information on student loan repayment options.
All right, there you go. There you go. So, oh my God. Oh my God. When I tell you, this man is going to piss me off. Corey Holcomb, I want you to keep the same energy when it comes to Shannon Sharpe. That's all I'm going to say. Listen to what he has to say. He goes off on Tracy because Tracy said she dates younger guys. Don't mean that she's dating guys that's 19, 20, and 21, meaning like guys in their 30s. And listen at him go off on Tracy.
Not growing up under your tutelage, because men who sleep with men are making laws that put bitches in power.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? He said zesty gay men is working with black women to put them in power. So y'all can't say gay men ain't never did nothing to y'all, because Corey even said that gay men is putting these women in power. So go ahead, gay men and women, y'all have an alliance that cannot be unbreakable, even though a lot of people want to break the gay men and women alliance. Don't let them break y'all alliance up. But Corey, he blaming gay men for getting these women in power.
Now bitches go around and fuck young boys and brag on it and think ain't nothing wrong with them. But when Corey went on Cam Newton's show and said, I fuck young, broke, lost hoes, I was the worst motherfucker in the world. Huh, Tracy? Tracy Ellis Rose, we heard you, bitch. I mean, we finna go into it. We about to get your ass, Jaja Binks. We about to get your ass. Somebody said it, so now I can say it. Yeah. How you see the bitch at the car? I'm like, oh, see where they come from, brother. She straight. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He didn't choose you. He didn't choose you. These were your prime years when you was passing the pussy out to boss niggas who got options to choose a woman. Look at society. Where your son at right now?
Oh.
Who is virtuous.
These are comedians. And see, can we just take a moment? A lot of y'all get on me talking about, I got a foul mouth. Honey, have y'all not been around the world? Most of these celebrities got a horrible mouth, okay? And y'all love it. He's very popular. And y'all can deal with his foul mouth. But when I have a foul mouth, y'all want to act like it's the end of the world. Can y'all please stop the fakeness?
Them chose you. So now, at 52, with your arrogant ass, you dating the puppies of the hood. Let me tell you something. These broads out here, especially the older ones.
Well, he just goes off and it's so disgusting.
No matter how old she is.
He's not going to have that same energy for Shannon Sharpe, right? Okay, so let's move on. Here it is.
You don't have all these goddamn baby mamas coming for Yandy. I'm just keeping it 100. But none of my, I'm not, this is stuff that happened on the show, right? Yeah. But I really feel like, for me, number one, what's happening for Mendeecees and Yandy, you know, for Atlanta to like you, it needs to happen because they funny down here anyway. You know, Atlanta is funny. You are getting some new traction, right? So I'm gonna give you your prop. That's the Harlem. He's smart. I got to give him credit when credit is due, and I got to give her credit when credit is due because they attacked us in a way where now they're into it with Kirk and Rasheeda. And that's where I was like, I applaud you for that one. You did your big one, right? But I do think on no shade, I'm like, bro, I've been to 2 weddings. For me to find out you motherfuckers really ain't married, I don't care where he put his private. It's his, right? This me keep it 100.
Yandy and Mendeecees. Ooh, honey, I tell you, it's a lot going on with them. So if you guys did not know, it seemed like Yandy and Mendeecees got into it with Kirk Frost and Rasheeda. They did the show and they were on Carlos King. And I have some more information for that, but they talked about Rasheeda. You guys know she's always getting cheated on and she is staying loyal to Kirk. Kirk had babies outside and she is still staying with Kirk, you know? A lot of people feel like, you know, that's horrible for her. She acts like she's happy, but how could you be happy when your man have backstabbed you multiple times and you know he's probably going to do it again? Okay? He don't love you. I don't know what y'all got. Y'all got something. Y'all just good friends at this point. But let's move on. So also I want to let you guys know about big backs. They're going to start discriminating against big backs. You guys know the big backs was coming. They got the transgenders out the way. They got the immigrants out the way. They coming for the big backs now, okay? And everybody else, they're going to come for all of y'all. Now, it says the defense vows to block big backs in leadership positions. So even if you deserve it, if you have a big back, then you're not going to get the position. If you're in the position, you got a big back, they're going to find a way to take you out. They no longer want big backs to be represented or seen or heard. They wanted to be back in the day. They don't like that these big backs are on the covers of the magazines. They're going to stop that shit too. They're going to stop all of this because what they say, they bringing back common sense. So they don't like how you guys pushing a big back and the diversity and this person looking like that and that and that. They about to do all that away. Okay, just wait for it. So here it is.
Lead are capable, truly physically capable of doing what is necessary under fire. They need to be fit, not fat. Sharp, not shabby. Especially our leaders. And that's why we're reviewing how the department has maintained standards in the past, especially the last 4 years, and whether those standards have dropped, formally or informally. Troops fighting in the unit that many of you will lead are capable, truly.
So you heard what he said, not fat. And you know, fat is seen as an offensive word. They don't care about that no more. You know, they don't care.
That, you know, it is rumored that allegedly Mendeecee has other women. Do you think Mendeecee is cheating on Yandy?
Have you ever asked that question in Atlanta?
Do you think Mendeecee cheating on you? Okay. Yeah. Because first of all, hell no.
So they're saying Atlanta. I mean, they paint Atlanta as the whole capital, girl. Like, you cannot be in a relationship in Atlanta. Your man is going to cheat on you, and he might be cheating on you with a man. Okay. They say Atlanta is the whole capital. Now, why do y'all move to Atlanta talking about you looking for love? How many times they have to tell y'all, don't go to Atlanta looking for love? Close your legs. But y'all don't learn, and y'all stay going to Atlanta looking for love, and you get burned. I don't understand that, but go ahead.
Okay, then. There we go. Sounds like a plead the fifth one for me, baby. Yeah.
You said out your mouth.
Well, this is what I'm going to say.
I never met Mendeecee, so I don't know anything.
Let me tell you this. I want to say something.
No, Kirk. I want Rasheeda to answer.
Well,
Because you said in your interview.
This is what I will say. I've seen things, and that's just that. That people have brought to me. Let me say it like that.
Did you ever go to her with the things you've seen?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Because I don't do stuff like that. Like,
did say in your confessional that, you know, it is rumored that allegedly.
Well, she not gonna go because she don't want nobody coming to her, because she know her man cheat and she want her man to cheat in peace. A lot of these girls do not want to know that their man is cheating. They rather just to be ignorant about it because they ain't gonna leave no way. Hell, why stress me about my man cheating when I ain't going nowhere? You just gonna ruin my day. Hell, don't tell me that. That's how it goes. Moving on here. I don't know if you guys know, but Tesla, their earnings have dropped 71% compared to one of 2024. And people are not effing with Elon Musk. I mean, he talk all that crap about the Democrats and the left. I guess the left ain't featuring his car as they should. Why don't you get the Republicans to do it? Why don't you get the MAGA people to buy your crap? Okay? Get the MAGA people to do it. But honey, he stay going on in the left and the left. So the left is not buying his stuff no more. And you see it. I mean, that was a horrible thing for him to be so political and try to, you know, isolate people and dog people out when you have a business to run. That means that he is not that intelligent. Now, y'all say he's very intelligent. Clearly, he's not intelligent across the board. Maybe he can specialize on something, but he's not across the board. This is a horrible business decision that he made. And he don't have good judgment or good discernment because he could not see this coming. And why did he do all this? I'm assuming pride and ego and arrogance. So that is his downfall. You know? Comment. I want to know, what are your thoughts about that? As you guys can see, this is Karlie Redd, and this is her mugshot. She got married to this guy. And now they're separated, and she went back into the house, and she was not supposed to go there, and she got arrested for it. And it's shame on her because she's in her 50s and 60s still doing moves like this. I mean, it's just crazy how y'all moving out here in these streets. Where is the common sense? Okay, where is the common sense? All right. So I'm going to open it up here. I want to see what you guys have to say about all of this. I think it's time to hear from everybody in these streets about everything that's going on. Let me put this down right here. April, so feel free to hit that link, you guys, because I'm going to open up the platform so you guys can come on, and we're just going to have a conversation about everything that we talked about. April, what do you want to talk about right now? What's on your mind? What you got to say to the people?
Okay, by the way, hi Gigi, how you doing?
Hey April, good to hear from you.
Yeah, you know, I got to give you a compliment every time I come up here. I love your hair as always.
Thank you.
Yeah, you always look fly. Yeah, but I just want to say with the Shannon Sharpe the situation. I don't know, did you see that interview? He interviewed Monique. Monique did warn him about him messing around with these, with the young ladies and stuff like that, how they a bad influence on him. Similar, she said like that. I had to look at it again, but she did warn him about that. And I want to get to the other part with the Donald Trump situation. He's not a good president at all. But Gigi, I want to ask you this question. Long as I've been here on Earth and long as you've been here on Earth, I wonder why we never had like a Chinese president or Indian president or a Jewish president. I never understood that, to be honest with you.
Well, that's not going to happen because Americans want to have American presidents. They really don't like immigrants. And then they're going to say, look at China. China is not going to have an African president. China is not going to have an American president. Russia ain't going to have an American leader. So it's about restoring your own people so you can have pride in your country. So that is never going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. And that's why Trump administration is going to make sure it doesn't happen. And they're going to make sure their people run this country. They feel like they conquered this country and it's theirs by right because they fought and they won for it. So they want to reclaim that. So I don't think you will ever see that in America. I could be wrong, but I don't think you're going to see it. All right.
Yeah, but we was lucky to have Obama.
Yeah, and they also said only Americans can be president. Yeah, American born. Yep, that is the law and the rules. So that would never happen, April.
Yeah.
All right, April, thank you so much, girl. All right, anybody else? I know I've seen some people up here. I know it was taking too long and couldn't get y'all. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Did y'all enjoy the show? Press 7 if you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully you guys enjoy me tomorrow. You guys know I'm always coming up, trying to run the numbers up. Okay. I love you guys. Get the likes up, share, tell your friends about me, tell your family about me, everybody about me. Any topics y'all want me to talk about tomorrow, put it in the comment section. Let me know. You can always hit me in my DM on Instagram, which is the Messy Sweet Spot. You can also email me if it's some topics or hot topics or some tea you got to tell me. Hit me in my email, the Messy Sweet Spot at yahoo.com, child. All right. So, DJ, all I want to know is give me a funky beat, DJ. Okay. Yeah. Come on, DJ. The GG starter kit. What's up?